our elevator pitch competition finals. Do you know the first elevator pitch recorded in history? When it was? Well, the story is that the elevator pitch, you're supposed to be seeing a venture capitalist in an elevator, and you go into the 20th floor and you have 1 minute, 2 minutes to tell you the story. That's actually not the origin of the word elevator pitch. Year 1833, the guy's name is Elisha Otis. He's an engineer. And back in 1800s, the elevators were very simple devices pulled by pulleys and ropes. And usually they functioned well, but every once in a while the rope broke and the elevator crashed and all the contents were gone. So Otis discovered a way, or invented a spring system, a spring brake system, to stop the elevator from crashing to the floor. And in order to demonstrate his gadget, he rented space like this, gathered all these people around. He built a 3-story tall elevator. He went up the elevator, and then he used an axe to cut the rope. Of course, the platform had the spring brakes installed. The platform came down. It didn't crash, the brake worked, and he simply said, "All safe, gentlemen, all safe." So that was the first elevator pitch. He actually pitched the elevator, okay? Now, 3 things you want to think about when you're doing an elevator pitch. What do you want the investors to know? How do you want them to feel? And what do you want them to do? Okay? I'll be running this. Our jury, our esteemed jury, consists of the speakers from the morning, Rahul, Jason, and David. And they will be judging the speakers, the pitchers. And my job, I'm the pitch Nazi. So when the clock shows 0-0, I will drag you off the stage, and up comes the next person. That's the deal, okay? No harsh feelings. I'm the pitch Nazi. Are we cool with that? We okay with that? Yes? All right, so we're going to start with the first pitch, Lixpen. You're coming on the stage. We're all saying, ready, set, go, okay? And then the clock starts. Okay, let me orient you. This is the clock, most important thing. Okay. Those are the judges, so speak to the judges.
Hello.
That's the audience. You can look at them if you like, but this is who you are pitching to. Yeah. Listen to go, and when they say go, you go. Don't start the clock, stop the clock.
Just need a remote control.
You need a remote control. Yeah. We need a remote control.
And start the clock, please.
We reset the clock, please. You want to try it? Okay. Forward, backwards, forward.
Okay.
No. Reset the clock. Don't start the clock. Okay, are we ready to give them the sign? Ready, set, go!
Hello guys, I'm presenting Clix pen. It's a 3D printing pen. So, have you ever thought, why does a human being has a need to communicate? We need permanently transfer the information to each other. Many times ago, we were writing, drawing on the rock, on papyrus, papers, etc. Anyways, we have created a 3D printing pen called Lix. This pen allows you to doodle in the air, and we believe this tool will simplify the communication between us. While doodling in the air, Lix pen uses plastic filament instead of ink, as you can see here. Our target on the market are schools, universities, architects, fashion designers, and artists. We estimate more than 265 million of students all over the world, as well as more than 1.5 million architects. The retail price of Lix pen is $139, and production cost will be for like $30 a unit. We are also selling plastic refills, which is for $10, and production cost will be like $0.29. So you have a big margin. In April, we decided to launch a Kickstarter campaign to raise a little bit funds because we needed some investments to go further in our development. And we estimated to get like $50,000. And less than in 3 weeks, we got more than $1.2 million by pre-selling more than 8,000 units. We have a competitors on the market, so here they are. It's like a little bulky tools, uncomfortable and really impossible to use. Leaks pen has an aluminum body, wonderful design, comfortable, easy to use, and user-friendly. Thank you very much. You can discover some works we can do with Leaks pen.
Thank you. Give the mic to the next person. We'll give the judges 10, 15 seconds to...
Okay. Are you coming back to ask to get questions answered?
We're supposed to be snappy remarks.
Burak, are we doing question answers? Okay, come back for questions.
Yeah, you might want my microphone.
Yeah,
that's the question. Okay.
So, sorry, just a quick question. Are you actually shipping units right now? You raised 1.2 million on Kickstarter.
Not yet. We're still running the development process.
Okay.
And we plan to start our the mass production starting from January 2015, in a couple of months.
Okay. And so what was the unit that we were seeing on screen there? Is that like
the first prototype? We made it by ourselves. We worked on it like about one year.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't CGI. It was real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish you pitched it like this yesterday. I mean, it was really well done. I love this product. I wish I could say more, but I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So who's the target customer for this, and what's kind of
schools, universities, like children, students, architects, and fashion designers. This is the main point.
Okay, cool. And what's it made of? The plastic substance, or is that just it's plastic? The thing that you're drawing with. Yeah.
We are using 2 types of plastic refills. It's ABS plastic and PLA.
Okay. And is that cheap or not cheap to
really
buy
cheap.
more of?
As I said, 1 package refills will cost to us $0.29, like nothing, and we will selling it for $10.
And you'll sell it for only $45.99 to me as a customer, right?
Yeah.
Great.
What did you say the manufacturing cost was for the pen itself?
$30.
30.
Yes, yeah.
So, I mean, there's a psychological barrier with a $100 threshold. If you can go sub 100, is there a reason that you wouldn't sell it for less? Even though I usually encourage people to sell for more if you can.
Yeah, I see. The competitors you have seen, they are selling their products for like $100. So we made our product. Our product is more classy. It's made of aluminum, more design.
So, but premium product at a lower price point. Okay. Crush your competitors.
We will try to do
crush everybody. Just crush them.
Just crush them.
Crush it all.
I think you're assuming the demand price curve is, working in your favor at a lower price. He may be right that pricing it up might actually increase demand, but I don't know.
This is the most reserved I've seen Dave McClure on.
He's on Prozac right now.
Anyway, it looks very cool. I have no experience trying to understand how this product would be sold, but certainly looks pretty cool.
So good luck with the manufacturing, and I hope that you do get this out the door in January.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot to tell that we are looking here for investments because
you got 1.2 million on Kickstarter. Why do you need any money whatsoever?
Yeah, we raised the money, but we rapidly spending it right now for R&D, for legal things. We need a buffer. We don't have any offices right now. We are working at home. So that's why, and we're hoping to move in San Francisco and establish our business there. Cool. We need to form a good team right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Okay, folks, again, what do you want them to know? What do you want them to feel? What do you want them to do? If you want money, say so. Our second pitch is öde al. That's your clock.
Okay.
That's the jury. I suggest you address them when you're pitching. And that's just the audience. Okay? We're going to give you the sign. Ready, set, go.
Hello, everyone. Today I'll be talking about the problems SMEs are facing today and our solution to that. But I need the... Okay, sorry for that. The basic problem SMEs are facing are due to lack of tools, skills, and the focus in their competition with larger enterprises. So, by mentioning larger enterprises, scale and profits are great, but physical commerce is not just buying stuff. It's more about the culture, it's about building the community, and as everyone, like tech entrepreneurs, we should support them in every way that we can. So that's why we built Ödel. Ödel is the Iron Man suite for the SME. First, I want to talk about the payments module. We see the use case here. He comes into the store. He doesn't know anything about Ödel. He just orders his coffee. The merchant scans the credit card. He signs the receipt, and the transaction's completed. We enable merchants to take credit card transactions without a dongle, just the merchant app, and the payment's completed. If the client also has the app, the credit card transaction approval is just a swipe. The merchant can start loyalty campaigns very easily. Within the app, it's just predefined. He selects one of the predefined loyalty programs, and then the transaction is completed. But our greatest asset is the CRM recipes. CRM recipes are predefined rule sets, which enable merchants to engage with their customers. In this case, we see the lady selecting a rule set which says if the client hasn't been to the store for 3 months, send her a free 25% discount. As for the market, all the e-businesses we know in Turkey are 48 billion Turkish liras, but on the other hand, physical commerce volume is around 1,000 billion, which is a trillion Turkish lira market. As for the money, we take 2.75% from credit card collections. The rest is free of charge. This is our current status. We have around 3,000 downloads. We have 1,200 registrations through the app. We have approved only 140 of them. We are seeking $2 million to expand this to 15,000 merchants by the year's end. Thank you.
Bir 2,5 dakika daha koyar mısın sorular için şimdi? Okay, questions.
So you're at relatively modest level of downloads right now.
Sorry, I don't...
3,000 downloads is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming you're trying to do this broad-based to a lot of local merchants.
Yeah.
So is the focus on the consumer or the local merchant for the...
No, we're currently only focused on the merchant. By the end of next year, we'll start to focus on the client side. Okay.
How much does it cost you to onboard a local merchant, and do you have a sales force doing that?
First, we had thought of, going with a field sales force. We had estimated the cost somewhere around 150 euros for that. Okay. But apparently, digital advertising is very effective, and we have a cost much lower than that, so we are currently focused on digital advertising at the moment.
And so when you're saying digital advertising, what does that mean?
Providing app downloads through Facebook, registering clients through the app, approving them afterwards.
Okay, so self-service onboarding by the merchant.
Yeah. And the client brings clients. It's like 15 to 20% of our client base is CPAs, because one of the CPA guys in the local authority just signed up through the app. He liked it. Right. Signed up other clients.
I'm unfamiliar with the local market. What's the alternative for these folks to do this? Are there other point of sale, merchant account?
How many competitors are there in the space, basically?
There are none. There are no apps aiming for this market, but there are, POS terminals and stuff like that, but they're all governed by banks.
So the key question that I had for you, the app is taking a photo of the credit card.
Actually, no. It's scanning via optical character recognition.
Okay, so it's scanning the credit card.
Yeah.
Doesn't that circumvent any of the, or how can you legally take a payment in Europe that's not with the SIM?
This is a
SIM
digital
card?
transaction. This is not POS transaction.
So are you running it as card not present?
Yeah,
And that's why it's 2.5%.
yeah. 2.75%.
So I guess, you know, just strikes me that other businesses like this are relatively capital intensive.
Yeah.
And at least somewhat on the product building side, but probably more on the customer acquisition side. Any thoughts about how you get to sort of critical mass on the merchant side?
I mean, that's why we're seeking the investments.
Okay.
We want to speed up fast, and
Okay.
we want to be first in the market, then establish the marketplace. So, I mean.
Okay. So raise a shit ton of money and then acquire merchants on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, somewhat expensive.
As fast as we can.
One last question, maybe?
Any estimate for what those merchants are worth to you in a 1-year period?
Sorry?
Any estimate of what those merchants' business is worth to you in a 1-year period?
I mean, we can benchmark on them because, I mean, we've been open for a month, so the transaction volumes do not reflect, I mean, a real value. But when we benchmark on them, we're making, I mean, we're getting the money we invest in them in 3 months, and we estimate a lifetime of 18 to 24 months.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
Okay, the next pitch is by Fori Masdori. Is this Italian? Is this Indian? Are we excited?
An Urdu word from Pakistan.
From Pakistan, wonderful. Okay, folks, let's give our Pakistani friend a big ready, set, go. Not an applause. Ready, set, go.
Hi, my name is Mustan Sir, and today I'll be pitching a labor service that helps connect labor with potential employers. Will the slides go very forward? I didn't do this. Anyway, so I'm pitching a labor service that helps you connect with labor workers. If you have ever lived in a home, you know the pain of finding a labor worker. Particularly in South Asia, they're really hard species to find because you just cannot find them. So what we do is we bring them to social media. For the very reason, even if you're watching a movie today, you go to something like imdb.com and you see what people think about that movie. How do they rate it? So we bring all the labor onto social media without them needing to know any technology at all. So we simply connect labor with employers. Let me show you how it works. Let's say you needed an electrician to fix your light bulb. You open our app, you say, I need an electrician. You click go, it gives you a list of all the electricians near you. Of course, you can change the city and find it for anywhere else. It doesn't stop here. These labor are peer rated by someone like you. So someone has 1 star, 2 star, or 5 stars, depending on how good they performed. It doesn't stop here yet as well, because we also have a 10-second video pitch where labor say, in Urdu we say, Naam Kaam Tajrba. They say, hey, my name is David, I've been an electrician for the last 20 years. So you can judge them well. So this is how it works. We get very powerful data. We know where they come from, where they're based, and which are the areas they want to work on. This is an example of what we have been collecting. We have some competitors, of course. We have Kamada Pakistan, Odd Jobber, but none of them is exactly doing the way we do it. We connect instantly. Tractions, everybody asks about them. Well, we have hundreds of volunteers working with us who go into the field and register labor for free. We have more than 1,000 labor in the system. We have applicants from India, Nepal, who want to help us register more labor, because it's going to be a community thing which they are going to build in time. Profits. Well, we don't need a lot of money. We more or less need 100,000 per city wherever we deploy. We estimate we can generate up to $50,000 US per year for a very realistic labor count of 30,000 per year. And that's about it. Great. Thank you very much.
Could you go back 1 slide? Sorry, no, I guess not.
I was just going to ask a quick one. Just a quick question. So,
yes,
so when you, and before that slide comes up. Okay, it's up now. Okay. Just a quick question. So How are you, first of all, getting laborers in India or Pakistan to sign up for this? Because they don't have computers.
Yes, so we have several ways of doing this. For example, we have the local database of NADRA, that is the electronic digital ID of Pakistan on board. So if anybody sends us an SMS message with their NIC, we can extract all the data about them, their home, their address, their names, and their photo. So that's one way. We also do labor drives. So our people are representatives, that is generally the people at large, young volunteers, students, university people. They go into the field and they register labor in the field. So they say, hi, what is your name? They record their video for 10 seconds and they sync it. And it's already in our system.
So how do you control your revenue then when you're talking, with laborers who typically pay with cash or take cash only?
You see, at this point, we have several ways of making money. So once the labor are really hungry to find a job, they just have to send us ₹1 SMS and they say, feature me. Just like a dating site, you can be featured. We can generate money through that. We can generate money through advertisements. There's 60 million labor we are talking about here. So it's a game changer if it works.
But basically, you're not taking money from the labor itself.
No,
got it.
Because they're too poor.
Okay.
So can you give an example of what a common task is that you would assign to a laborer?
Sorry, I can't hear
Can you give me an example of what is a common task that you would assign to a laborer?
Find an electrician. You see, if you want to change this light bulb,
okay,
it's very hard to find them. If you have lived in India or Pakistan, you would know. You just don't find them. It's so hard. Okay. They say, oh, we'll come right now, but they don't show up for another 5 days. So it happens all the time.
It's true. He's telling the truth on that one.
So this is the electrician that you're talking about, or this is someone who finds the electrician?
It's generally all the labor are like this. Labor are really not dependable.
So just like random job.
They're totally not dependable.
Our particular
they just don't show up. It's a fact. It's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our first focus is daily wage labor workers. It works for upstream anyway. It's a very simple model.
You're solving a bigger problem if you can make them more dependable. So.
Yep. So they're rated, so it's kind of solved through community.
Yeah.
Crowdsourcing.
And where are you guys currently at? I wasn't sure I understood where you're at.
We are ready to launch the app. We just want to have sufficient number of labor in the system before we do it.
Okay, so you haven't launched yet.
We have about 1,000. No, we haven't launched the search app where users like you can find them. We intend to do this in 2 weeks from now.
So are you generating revenue currently?
No, we are not because people can't search us. But we will. As I said, if we have 30,000 labor, we can generate a lot of revenue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. By the way, I'm not sure exactly how it will work, but Burak told me before the event started that you will be able to vote. So there will be a judge's choice and a popular choice. They will vote through an app. Startup Istanbul app has a little menu item that will allow you, and they will vote by saying 1, 2, 3, or by the names of the pitches.
There's a survey over there.
With the names of the pitches. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so this will give an opportunity for our pitchers to be recognized. The fourth pitch is in video. We will position you in this critical location. You can see the clock, you can see the judges, you can see the audience. Ready, set, go.
Hi everyone, I'm Özgür from Mobilus, and today I'm going to talk about InVideo, the next generation of remote monitoring. The market we are in is called do-it-yourself or off-the-shelf video monitoring, and its main use cases are baby monitoring, elderly monitoring, pet monitoring, and home security. This is a large and growing market, and it's expected to reach 2.4 billion in the next 3 years. The problem with existing solutions is that they are very difficult to set up. And even if you manage to complete the setup, you have to have a separate box if you want to keep your recordings safe and stored in there. So this process can be really frustrating at times. We have actually greatly simplified this procedure, and you can easily use our mobile app to set up your camera, and you don't need any additional hardware to store the recording, so you are basically done in just 2 steps. Actually, we have launched this product about 5 months ago in Turkey, and we have sold a few hundred cameras in cooperation with Turkcell, and we are now also available on sale in the US through Amazon.com, and we have partnered with GPC in Italy for sales in Italy. So far, our customers are happy, but obviously they want to buy our camera for less. And also a common problem with IP cameras is that they give you motion alarms for every little thing. And this is also a feedback that we have been receiving from our customers. So we have decided to build the next generation of our camera, which is going to cost half as much. And it has intelligent video analytics, so that it's going to get rid of the motion issue. And it will have other great features as well. So how do these features work for you? Basically, our system has a human recognition and face recognition capabilities. So it's not going to give you an alarm every time there is a tree swaying in the background or there's like a dog walking in front of the camera. It's going to give you alarms like your son came home from school at 3 p.m. It could actually also give you alarms like your wife came home with a stranger at 4 p.m., but I don't know what you would do about such a feedback. Looking at the competition, basically none of them have this strong analytics that we have. And this is a great problem because without analytics, it's very difficult to sell the subscriptions. By the way, InVideo was bought for $500 million last month. Now, subscriptions are very important because they have very high profit margins and they are also recurring revenue. So what we want is 400K, and we'll launch the new camera in US and Turkey in the next 400 months. And yeah, we are. Thank you.
Sorular.
2.5 minutes for questions.
Okay, quick one. Are we on? Hey. Quick, are we on? Hey. So tell me how you're going to beat Google because they bought Dropcam.
How we are going to beat Google?
Yeah, because they bought Dropcam.
Exactly. I mean, it would be too enthusiastic to say I'm going to beat Google and beat the crap out of them. But basically, our product is better than Dropcam, and it is better because it has all these advanced analytics, and it also has some hardware improvements. But basically, this is a market that, for example, in Turkey and also in Europe, it's not really there yet. It's a growing market. So we hope to be strong locally, and also we hope to compete in the US with our better features and our expertise on video analytics.
So just like feedback on the pitch was, I think I understood the basic use case quite quickly. The rest of the pitch, I think you were trying to do the kitchen sink, which is tell me everything that you do. And meanwhile, my objection is going to be the same at the end, which is how do you beat the incumbent? And I would probably just focus on the one differentiating factor. So my question would be, you said you have better features. Is there one clear use case where you're much better, and can you tell us a little about that?
Exactly, yes. I think we are much better on this analytics issues because two guys in our team have PhDs on image and video processing, and we have been working on this for over 10 years.
So relating that back to your core customer, which is someone who's caring about a pet, a baby, or a senior, why do they care about analytics?
Actually, the first use case that I told about, the face recognition kind of thing, that's actually focused on the home monitoring and home security market, let's say. Okay. So our first aim is to become, grab some share in that market. But we know that some people, whatever we do, some people are going to buy the camera for baby monitoring as well. And we plan to do some customer surveys and better understand the market on the baby side and build analytics related to baby as well.
Sorry, I just didn't understand a shit thing that you just said. So was the answer
Prozac wore off?
Was the answer we showed you baby market, but that's not really our market, or yes, the baby market is your market? Yes or no?
I think what Dave is trying to
say.
Sorry,
let me finish. Is the baby market your market or not?
The first market we are going for is the home security.
So you're not going for baby, pets, and seniors. That was just to explain. You're going for home security.
We will go after baby after our first milestone.
Okay, in the home security market, which is actually your intended market, not the one that you told us about, why the fuck do analytics matter, and who cares about that?
Because, by the way, I had a home security use case as well.
Great, then you should not show me the baby, pets, and other things because you just confused the shit out of me that you were telling me that that's a market when it's not actually the market you're going after. So home security is the market you're going after.
Yes.
You're better than Dropcam because of analytics.
Yes.
Tell me about the analytics that people care about in the home security market.
One of the main complaints of the users like systems like Dropcam is that as I said before, you get all these alerts, alerting you all the time, and people just turn the alerts off because they don't want to be they don't want their phone beeping all the time.
So Dropcam has a bad user experience around notifications.
Yeah, on that point, yes. Not in all points, but on that point, yes.
I want to believe you that you actually have better analytics. You're not helping yourself by not telling me why and distracting me with a market that you're not actually going after.
Yeah, like I have to, agree in a sort of nicer way. Here's what I think you should do, okay? Because to argue that you have better analytics than Google is really hard for the company who invented analytics, right?
Yeah, but it might be true.
It might be, but it's highly doubtful. So what I would recommend you do is, even in the home security space, it's such an overcrowded space. Sorry we're taking extra time with this guy, but it's important because I feel like you just got the shit kicked out of you by Dave, and I sort of want to help you focus. I like the baby monitoring idea. Why don't you just come up with the ultimate baby monitoring camera, forget everything else. We monitor your baby, we'll tell you when your baby's hungry and when your baby needs a diaper change, and sell it to like parents with babies, and there you go, you're done. You have a really great business, go sell it.
I mean, I don't think we should be telling him what his business is. He should be trying to tell us. Like, I don't believe that Google is going to win just because they bought Dropcam. Google is becoming a big, dumb, slow company in many places. They're going to win in some areas, not in others. But you have to be clear about what your differentiation is.
Yeah, by the way, I agree with that. I think Google's acquisition of Dropcam could be a bad thing for Dropcam. Actually.
Yeah, could be. It could be like they're going to like forget about some niche market that you're going to go after.
Maybe.
And figure that out.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. I am aware of other large companies which have become slow and lumbering in their maturing years.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. I have no idea who I'm talking about.
By the way, this did run over by a couple of minutes, but this was such a great experience for the students out there and for those of you who will be pitching in the future. You can't get this in the university, so I hope you are enjoying it as much as I do.
Hey, easy now.
I didn't say a word.
He's talking about Qualcomm.
Two big corporates. Is your phone working today?
Okay, our fifth pitch is Silk Road. Now, as you can see, the judges are doing their jobs, okay? Pitchers are doing their jobs, but you are not doing your job. So we're going to do this as a competition. This time, this part of the sleeping audience continues to sleep. This part of the audience will give the go, okay? Ready, set, go!
Let's go. Hello. Today, if you search online for Arabic or Islamic or Middle Eastern content, this is what you find. It might look funny, but it's inaccurate. It's sometimes even insulting. That's why we have built a platform providing photography and digital content covering the needs of hundreds of millions who are living across the roadmap, starting from the Middle East, then moving to Turkey, and gradually extending to the Far East with its full identity, and even beyond Europe and US. Stock photography, the industry we belong to, is a $20 billion market size. And for the coming year, our share will be around $1 billion, sourced from Turkey, from Middle East, and content searcher for relevant content in US and Europe. And by 2017, we are opening to a bigger horizons in the Far East, covering the full identity. So far, we made 75K in revenue from different revenue streams and subscriptions from ad agencies and other platforms. Our roadmap of scaling, next year having our headquarters in Turkey and gradually scaling to the Far East. We have competition for good. There's Getty Images and Corbis dominating the industry. And we are offering higher quality and more relevant and reasonable prices as well. So far, we are running on full engine. We launched our platform. We started with a small library of 3,000 images. Today, we have 85,000 images, and we are aiming to hit the 1 million marker. We have all that makes it happen. We have a ready platform, sourcing content from more than 400 photographers across the MENA region and the potential of 1,000 photographers in Turkey. Yes, there is a team behind that. We are a founding team of 3 that grows to 11 by outsourcing. And about me, I'm a creative director with 13 years experience in the advertising field, and we have solid advisors on board, and we have already partners from different countries. We raised so far 400K. I'm leaving you with samples of what we produce that's the most needed in the market by the ad agencies as high quality food photography, well-mannered Islamic content, model release that's the most needed, and lifestyles in different cultures. And we are working hard to become the #1 destination for stock photography in the MENA region and Turkey and the Far East by year 2018. And thank you.
Nice shirt.
So you're conflicted.
Yeah, I don't feel
I'll
comfortable with
shut up for a
Dave
little bit.
judging this one right now. So,
Branding.
I did have a question though. Can you tell us how you get more quality images if the crowd is sort of, I'm assuming the crowd is uploading the images, right? So how do you know it's quality?
Yeah, well, they go through filtration process. Now you can upload images, but they don't go immediately to the portal. There's three parts. There's the photographer part where they share their content. There's the filtration where we categorize and accept and reject, and tagging and resizing, watermark, and then to the search engine to the end users.
So are you targeting professional and semi-professional photographers, or just non-professionals?
It's an open model. We can source from talented photographers and from highly qualified photographers. And there's different types of licensing. That's the right managed, that's the highest quality of images. And there's the royalty free where they can share it on different platforms.
Okay.
So just another quick question. For those entrepreneurs out there wondering, how did you get in front of 500 startups and get an investment from them? I know he's here, but
maybe this question is to Dave. By the way, we really worked hard. Before getting to 500 startup, we won 4 awards. 2 of them are international, the Red Herring and the MIT. The MIT gave us access of multiple acceleration in the Silicon Valley, where we learned a lot. We looked at our business from a different and wider point of view to think global. And the first time I applied to 500 Startup, I was rejected because I applied for the last day. And the second time, I was interviewed a couple of times and I got accepted. Isn't that, Dave?
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just on the numbers, the 75K sales, what period was that over, and what's the recent month sales?
Yeah, we started sales without going officially to the market last June. We started in Ramadan, and it started based on need from ad agencies approaching us for images, and some of them subscribed, some of them renewed their subscriptions, and some of them asked for custom-made. The model, the lifestyle that I was talking about, if I can go back, this one. This needs production, and to produce it, you need investment. And I can just looking at the business.
So just what's sales in the last month so far?
So far, in the last 2 months, we managed to make deals of 35 in 2 months. It's faster than before.
So how do you get more customers, and do you get repeat business from those customers?
To gain more customers, for the first year will be B2B. So we are assigning sales representative in Dubai, and we'll be having sales here as well in Istanbul, and start direct contact.
When you're saying B2B, that means an agency that's then sourcing for something.
Yeah, ad agencies, media platforms. To be open after 1 year to B2C. So we have to be solid of the market in the B2B, and then we open to the B2C with a bigger and wider library.
Okay. Nice work, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So is this Good Works or Edgar Tals? Is it Edgar?
Oh, it's actually Damian, yeah. It feels like a reunion because we met on our first pitch a year ago.
Which one are you?
Edgar.
Edgar Tals. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
That's quite the logo.
Thanks, yeah. I had a pipe yesterday.
I don't know what it is.
We're going to try this side. Guys, give him some energy.
Come on, I'm sleeping.
Ready? Wonderful. Ready, set, go.
Okay, so my name is Damian and I'm the chief storyteller at Edgar. It really does feel like a reunion. So I think you two know me, and I will pitch to Rahul today. So what we do with Edgar is we help brands build up their brands and engage their customers with powerful stories. So our team is actually a story on its own. We all have deep advertising experience, even the 2 computer science PhDs, me included. So, but why did we all leave this fancy agency life? We work at DDB, CNN, Zemanta, and other companies. So we quit because we were kind of suffering and suffocating, and so we decided to actually hack the business. As you've seen, it didn't work that well in the beginning, but it's working really well now. It's working because we focus on the small brands, businesses like this one, the Challenge Future. They inspire and amaze millions of people, but probably none of you here knew the brand. So we said, like, this is exactly why we need to create Edgar. And what do we do with Edgar? We help those guys. This is how it works for them. The Challenge Future guys come to us. They post a brief. a brand strategist gets the strategy done, and then we automatically assemble the best team for the job. So 80% is automated, while 20 remains in the hands of creative director to keep the quality and ensure timely delivery. So what does it mean for them? They basically chill and relax and get involved only when needed. So what they get with us, they get a powerful brand story, they get the identity if needed, and we help them with campaigns. So yeah, we are like Don Drapers of the world, but we are actually the same quality, but more transparent, faster, and of course more approachable, and a bit cheaper. So we have competitors like Visually. I know you know them, Dave. But what they do is they focus on single pieces of content, while we actually focus on the whole story. The whole story means that we do the upkeep, we do the strategy and the creative direction. So we take a 30% commission from the creatives, and that's how we are being profitable since June 2014. And we have clients, mostly SMEs, SMBs, but we also work with big ones like Red Bull and Vodafone. So to help us scale and grow by up to 2,000%, we need to finish the back office. And that's why we are raising 550,000 euros, and we are halfway there. So we encourage you guys to invest and partners in the region to join us, because we want to spread in the region as well. So that's our story.
Perfect timing.
On it? Sorry, so operational for 3 months?
Yeah.
Okay, and 60, I'm sorry, that looks like off a little bit. 60% monthly growth?
Paying client growth, yeah.
Okay, and do you think that's going to continue scaling? I mean, how are you getting customers?
To be honest, at the end of the year, we will reach a threshold. So, because we don't want to be the agency model anymore, because I quit DDB, I was the creative director there for a reason. So I love advertising, but we want to hack it. That's why we started with the tools. It didn't work. But that's why we are building the back office. It's like a CRM for agencies. It works for us, and we are willing to rent it afterwards. So that's secondary plan.
Sure, I understand the language you're using there. That's
totally
probably
lost what you just said,
yeah. So we can scale with the back office we're using. We are 20% there, so we can scale faster. So the freelancers jump in, plug in the system, and then we automatically match them.
So who is actually generating the creative content?
The creatives. So it's 40.
So do you have a network of creatives that you're linking to the Red Bulls of the world?
Yeah.
Where are you getting them? Where do they live? How much?
They live from Tokyo to the West Coast. So we have 40 freelancers, photographers, illustrators. We focus on visual, like infographics, branded comics.
So where does the executive producer reside then? Like the
executive producers, we go like Uber, city by city. So we have Sofia, Vienna, London, Berlin, Singapore.
Okay, so then I'm a startup, right? And I'm setting up a company. Do I go to you to set up my creative?
We can do a brand audit, like a Skype, but we prefer you actually meet someone. So
startups are generally shitty clients. You should turn them down and go to the larger agencies.
No, but I'm just asking, like, who's your target is what, Red Bull? Not a startup?
No, what we do with Red Bull is they actually went to India, so they do an NGO in India. So
I totally don't understand your business model. Help me out here, okay? Am I a startup? Is your customer a startup, or is it McDonald's?
No, it's the customer is more startup than McDonald's.
Okay, so I'm a startup. I go to your website, right? And I say I want to get a whole brand creative. What do you charge me for that?
We charge you, we have the pricings. So
what is the prices?
Core story is 3,000 euros and up, and then the brand identity 5.
Holy shit, man! I'm a startup. Where's the 3,000 euros going to come from?
You can go and freelance, but yeah.
So we're investors in Visually, we're investors in Contently as well, and I heard the pitch from NewsCred. I totally get that there's a big business out there for freelancers, outsourcing that design and doing that. What's differentiated about what you guys do versus other players, and where do you see a specialty that you're going into?
It's like Alfred that was pitching at Distraught. We are actually the concierge. So we take your freelancers even, and we manage them. So what you get with Visually is really amazing because they're the only ones who actually do campaigns, and they actually care. Well, Contently, they give you one piece of content. NewsCred charges you 10K per month for a self-serve service. So it's a platform. So it's a huge business, but we want to be more like Visually.
So outsource project management for creatives is a specialty?
And the branding part, because Visually, for example, is not doing it.
I'm just used to using, like, for example, Design Crowd, right? You go on Design Crowd, they hook you up with designers, you pick which one you like. It's very inexpensive. So I'm still lost at the pricing model, but I don't know. Yeah.
The pricing, we want to keep the price so we can have designers in London and Berlin, not just designers in Sofia. So we position ourselves just below your average designer.
Sorry, and then how much of the 3,000, 5,000, 9,000, et cetera, how much are you taking of that? And how much of it goes to the creative?
The creative, it goes, we take 10 to 30%, like Uber does. Like when they are rated well, they get 10, we take 10%, otherwise 30. So.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. It's a market maker business.
Next startup is Good Work.
Lots of business out there.
Hello.
How you doing,
Hi.
sir?
I'm good. I'm good, thank you.
That's the clock. The judges.
Yep. Hello.
You like the audience?
I do. I love them.
You
Yeah.
want a big cheer?
Sure. Yeah. Right before I start.
Ready?
All right. Hi. My name is Val, and I'm the founder of Good Work. Good Work is on a mission to help creative agencies around the world to better manage their teams, their clients, their projects, and ultimately their business. And the reason we're doing this is because we were a creative firm ourselves, and we actually, for 4 years now, we actually organize a design conference, and we've used every tool there is in the world for creative firms. So, how do I go next?
Green one.
There you go. All right, so creative firms around the world right now are using various tools to manage their business, and usually these tools are either lacking or they're too bloated, and they're not made for creative firms. They also cost so much that creative firms sometimes spend from hundreds to thousands in monthly expenses. So what we've done is we've brought the essential aspects of these tools into one neatly packaged online solution that helps the creative firms get real feedback in real time. For example, clients can see what projects are doing better, which clients are more profitable than the others, and they can see in real time which team members are busier than the rest and how the productivity of their team is doing so far. If I can take a leap and quote Paul Graham, he said that it's better to have a few clients that love you than thousands that like you. We have clients that love us, and they've been with us, some of them for 12 months now, and we've put them through a lot, and they're still with us. This is Frank Corlin from Johannesburg, and we have plenty of them. All right, so our markets are in US, Canada, Western Europe, South Africa, Southeast Asia, and Australia. This is our activity since January. We're planning to actually grow more into US market as we go. And we're trying to monopolize on the creative industry first. That is a $70 million economy a year, and then grow into other markets. Immediate goals are to become profitable. And this is our team. We've invested 50,000 of our own money. And we're looking for an investor who's willing to invest 100,000 euros in exchange for equity. Thank you. All right.
Wow. Look at the timing, man. Wow. Wow.
I was sort of rushing, so yeah.
I think you're missing the underpants gnomes from the revenue and profit slides there. So I'm not quite sure I understand the tools that you guys provide. You're doing internal project workflow tools, or you're doing the projects yourself? I'm not.
Actually, it's project management, right? So creative firms can manage their tasks. They can assign tasks, delegate tasks, upload files, share files, collaborating in real time.
A better base camp.
Much better, yeah, way better. And we have a finance tool, so our clients can invoice their clients. And usually, the benefit of it all is that our client can view in real time what projects are doing great, which clients are behind. They can see the productivity of their team. So this is sort of the benefit that we're selling to our client.
Okay, so it's project management for creative groups.
Yes.
Yeah, so on the project, I'm really struggling with what your product is.
Okay.
I'm really struggling with it. Is it a souped-up version of Asana? Is that?
Well, if you want to look at it that way, yeah. It's targeted to creative firms. So it's made for their workflow. The creative firms, they can use Asana as well, but they have to use another tool to invoice their clients. So they have to use all these separate tools to manage their business.
But how many separate ones? So it's Asana plus invoicing.
Yeah, I mean, it's task management plus invoicing, yeah? And it has chat and collaboration. So, I mean, the promise we're making, none of the tools are currently making that. So I know it's hard to like sort of, you know, grasp that in the scheme of like how creative firms work. But that's essentially what we are doing, you know? We're trying to like sort of innovate that vertical.
Okay, so it's specifically for creative firms
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah.
Okay, which is a target market size of what?
70 million, we've estimated it. So it's bigger, but that's the number that we've estimated based on our competition. The number of clients that actually spend that money a year in products like ours. And creative firms are one actually segment of it, but architecture firms are actually using it because anybody that has clients, teams, and manages projects, they can use us. But currently our marketing sort of talk is to creative teams only, and we're trying to monopolize on that first before we jump into the other sort of targets.
So one of the things that we do in our accelerators is before pitching, we sort of like get the presenter to sort of clear their mind so they tell their story in a way that, you know, we understand. I don't understand what you do until just this last question and how you answered it, right? And so, you know, I usually bring like, sometimes I say you need to smoke something, you know, or whatever before you get on stage. I usually bring this with me so I can try to understand.
Okay.
This is what I recommend you do. Just get like an ebook, relax.
All right.
Could I ask you a couple more specific questions? What's your current monthly sales and what size of sale per customer?
All right, so right now we're making $300 per month.
How much?
$300.
That's good.
That's your cost of your software.
No, that's
Total.
the money we're making, the sale. I mean, that's the money we have. That's our actual revenue per month.
$300 per month.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm sorry?
How many customers is that?
6 right now. So lifetime value is at $350 currently, and we're live since January.
Okay, you have 6 customers, each paying you about $50 a month.
Exactly, yeah. And with zero CAC, no customer acquisition cost. It's all through inbound marketing, direct contacting them.
Wait. Did you say zero customer acquisition cost?
Yeah.
You have no employees doing any work?
Well, I'm counting marketing as customer acquisition, which we don't do marketing.
There's no such thing as zero customer acquisition cost.
Okay. Here's oh boy. I guess the testimonial you had up there of the person who loved you is one of your 6 customers. It's kind of frustrating, you know, like it's just, I don't know, I just wish you'd come out and was super clear about what you did. I'm sort of lost in this presentation now, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lost.
So I think you're hearing that we're slightly underwhelmed with 6 customers, and the ways that you could manage that is by saying either that was, you just launched recently and you got 6 customers, or the other way to say it is, hey, we're fucking retarded about sales, and we're going to fix that. So,
well, I mean, I wouldn't have been here. I mean, if we were doing that much better, you know. So,
No. But basically, if you come out and you first say, if you're very clear about it and you're really open and honest at the beginning, because you know this makes it seem like it's a lot bigger than what it is. It would be better. Anyways, good luck.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, our 8th pitcher is Price Shopper. Ready, sir?
I guess I am.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Wow, there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah. Would you like a cheer from them?
I'd like a cheer from both sides.
Okay, cheer from both sides.
I mean, I want a real one.
Ready, set, go!
Thank you. Welcome, gentlemen, ladies, the jury, to Price Shoppers. We're a social shopping destination for price shoppers to discover, compare, and share just about anything. Okay, so the e-commerce the world out there is a little bit complex. I mean, on one side you've got the e-commerce companies, you've got the Amazons, the eBays, the Groupas, and so forth, and they all have a whole lot of inventory. On the other side, you've got the social networks, and they have a lot of ways to communicate and to share, but there's not a whole lot of synergy between both of them. So how do we fit in? We're merging these technologies into one platform where you can shop between hundreds of millions of products and then share them on social media platforms. Now, when I say social media, the great thing about it is it's actually an opportunity for viral marketing, which drastically reduces the cost of acquiring customers, which is vital to a company like ours. So let me give you an idea of how this works. We have this fantastic app for kids to add whatever Christmas list they want to a list and send it to Santa. The great thing is when they send the list to Santa, what they're actually doing is They're giving their parents an opportunity to price compare the items and find the best deal. Once they've actually found the best deal, they can go ahead and share them on a very powerful wish list that can be shared via Facebook and email. So how do we make money? Basically commissions, advertising, and product placement. We're very proud to have some very big investors with us. We've got the vice chairman of Salesforce.com. We got some guys from Microsoft and from Sun. Okay, last but not least, we're a great team. Myself, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had the opportunity to create a startup which was sold to a $2 billion company. My CTO has been in the classified ad business for about 12 years and recently came out of Figaro magazine, which is France's #1 magazine. Okay, so why us? Well, we're incorporated in the US, we're incorporated in France. We got a fantastic team. We've already actually been lucky enough to raise over $1 million, and we're ready to seriously kick some butt with our launch of our Christmas app over the Christmas season within France and the US. Now, this said, we think there's a huge opportunity for a company like ours in emerging countries, such as Turkey and so forth.
Sorry, just basic questions again. Yeah. What's current revenue and customers?
Right now there isn't. We're in beta in France, and we've made maybe a couple $1,000, but nothing to talk about. Okay. We actually just raised the $1 million in July, so now we're pretty cash positive, and we're ready to.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. So when do you think? Oh, sorry, launch over Christmas.
Launch over Christmas, with a Christmas app. Yes.
Okay. And how do you think you will make money in the future? You said commission sales.
It's commission. Primarily affiliate commissions, then we've got advertising, and then once we actually create some traction, we'll have product placement.
Okay, and so your idea is to be a destination site for deals for consumers?
No, the idea is we're a shopping comparison site with a social approach. So in this case, we have an environment where you can look through items, then when it comes to the time to share them, you actually have a place where you can share them. Today,
sorry, I'm misunderstanding there. So you're not a destination site, you're a site for people to share those deals on other social media platforms?
No, we have our own wish list. We have a social network wish list. Okay, so basically, if I can say, I'm sorry, the real difference is you've got on one side, you've got the Amazon, the eBays, right, and they have their wish list, but they can only sell Amazon and eBay products, and they don't do any Facebook, because they can't. Okay. And then you have the other side, you got the wish list companies. They do all this social network, inviting people and so forth, but they don't have any inventory. Basically you have to cut and paste links and add them to stuff. We actually have an environment where we have both. We have 200 million products to search from, and very sophisticated wish lists that you can use, in this case for Christmas or weddings or anniversaries or concerts. We actually have a concert.
So getting back to, how do people find you?
So what we would do is well, for example, we did a marketing test campaign in France with the Game of Thrones. So we actually looked for fans on Facebook who are Game of Thrones fans who are having their birthday within the same month. They would get an advertisement of the Game of Thrones saying, get your free wish list, have your friends buy some of the gadgets from you. Okay. So they could go and create their wish list.
Depending on people who use your site to paste those deals on Facebook or other social media platforms to then discover the deal?
No. Actually, we're not about posting on Facebook. We're more about just using Facebook as a means to communicate and to invite others to see the wish list. But the wish list is not a Facebook wish list. It's our own page, page generated wish list.
I'm still trying to understand the basics.
Okay.
I'm a user of your site.
Yes.
I somehow find your site. I go to your site and create a deal.
Here, can we go back real fast? Here we go. So you would start here. For example, this one, you have a Christmas app. So the kid can pick out through gifts. All right? Right. So that's the discovery mode. Then this wish list, he clicks.
To be really direct, you're not Amazon, so you're not a household name. How do people discover you? Why do they go to your site?
Well, in this case, for example, we are going to advertise this on Facebook to parents who have kids between 3 and 9.
Okay, you run Facebook advertising campaigns to acquire customers.
Yes.
They come to your site.
Or gamification or In this case, banner ads on games that would be on iPads for younger kids.
Okay. You create the deals or they create the deals?
The deals, what do you mean?
You have the best deal for some particular toy or service.
No,
yes?
we're a comparison engine, so you actually have 200 million deals. You see, we're shopping.com with a wish list that you can add anything you want and share it. So when it comes to that item, you can shop it through eBay, Amazon, Groupon, whatever.
How do you generate that particular item that you know is the best price? Do you have algorithmic search that's doing that?
Yes, absolutely.
You're crawling the web to find the best search prices for certain items.
Yes.
Right. Then you're running Facebook campaigns to acquire customers for that item.
Yes.
And then you're earning commissions and affiliate sales on those items.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I just ask one quick one? How long have you been in operation for?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been in operation for?
We've been around for about a year and a half.
How many times have you pivoted? The strategy. You've been around for a year and a half. Because it seems like Price Chopper doesn't jive with the whole Santa app thing. So how many times?
Well, the Santa app is a strategy.
How many times have you pivoted? Sorry.
Maybe twice.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
I think I got the basic model. Just took a while to sort of.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Get there.
Maybe right.
So you're an awesome person, either only doing algorithmic search for the deal prices, and or you're awesome at like getting an earning Facebook marketing and sales for customer acquisition. Yes, one of those or both of those.
We're awesome at creating a social way to market comparison shopping items. So we're trying to create a viral aspect because it's basically buying advertising is what's expensive.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
we're trying to create a viral movement.
Can I just make it's not a question, it's just a very general comment.
Yes.
We've spent 3 minutes asking you questions about I haven't. 3 minutes talking about your business. Dude, I didn't understand your business. Like after slide 2, I was lost.
Oh.
This was the same problem with the other pitch as well. Please put your product up on the screen and talk about the product.
It makes us wonder who would you raise $1 million from?
No, it's not. It's just all of the questions and back and forth. But it comes from
really good detective.
No, it comes from us not understanding the product. It's the other presentations as well. Please, product, more product. Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
All right, thank you, Van.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Next up is the study bud.
Sorry, just comment to the audience. We're not really trying to be assholes here. We're trying to figure shit out.
Forward, yeah, and red is back.
The great detective.
That's the clock. That's the jury.
Yeah. So you have
Okay, this time we're going to try something different. Bit more energy with claps. Ready, clap, set, clap, go, clap. Listen carefully. Ready, clap. Set, clap. Go, clap. Ready, set, go.
Namaste. So we are StudyBud. Let me begin by taking you all to the Indian higher education industry. Now, as we all know, there are higher educational institutions in India, both engineering and management, that invite companies for recruiting their students to campus. But currently they are facing 3 types of gaps. The first one is they have difficulty in developing company-specific skills in their students. They don't know how to identify which companies require what kind of skills. Second, even if they develop those skills, they don't know how to assess those candidates on those skills. And third, if they organize an offline or classroom training program, how do they measure the effectiveness of that training program? The result is the statistic that NASSCOM has published. Less than 25% of engineers and management graduates in India are employable in their domain, and almost half of them are not employable anywhere. We're talking about a huge market. 20,000 and more educational institutions with more than 6 million students. 1,000 institutions added everywhere, every year. $2 billion opportunity. Solution is StudyBud. What we do is we provide company-specific bundled product, learning, assessment, and analytics. This is done by a team, including myself, that has trained more than 100,000 students in the last 4 years in 60 plus institutions. This is how the product looks. At the top is an assessment, and at the bottom is a report, which is specific to companies so that colleges can identify which students they should put forward to which companies. And then we have the analytical dashboards for them to measure success metrics. The business model is simple. We sell directly to educational institutions. We charge them per student. Since our launch 5 months back, we have 4 institutional clients with more than 2,000 paying students. We do have competitors in the employability assessment as well as in skill development space, but currently we are the only player that does it specific to companies. We are here to raise $300,000 for a 12-month runway. We want to expand, and we want to expand big in Turkey and Middle East and Asia. Thank you.
Could you go back to the slide where you had customer revenue and what's recent revenue from those 4 institutional clients, 2,000 paying students? So am I doing the math right? So $25 per student, does that mean you're doing 2 times 25, $50,000 in revenue?
That's right.
Yes, over
so
what?
We have slightly lower because these are all clients that we trained offline as well. So we offered them some discount. So the number is around $30,000.
Okay, so 50,000 total, but 30,000 via your online product.
This is via StudyButt. Since the launch of the online product, we have made $30,000.
Okay, and when was the launch of that online product?
It was launched in February, but this period includes 3 months of seasonal closing of educational institutions for summer break as well as for admissions.
Got it. If you haven't figured out from my line of questioning from the previous 10 people, what I'm usually asking for is what's the recent monthly revenue number?
Okay, so in July and August, institutions are closed in India.
Okay, understood. So you got a seasonal issue. What's the last time frame that this business would have been active when you were generating revenue?
May this year.
Okay, and what was the revenue in May?
$20,000.
For 1 month in May?
For 1 month.
Okay, and is there any revenue in right now when there's not?
Yes, we are in talks with more than 10 clients who are almost at the stage of signing contracts. We are on target to have 10,000 students or more by the end of the year.
So this is actually one of my questions, and super important one. Because you're charging per student, so you have 2,000 plus paying students, but you're actually signing with institutions, not individual students. So you have a high density client.
Right. We are only targeting B2B, the educational institutions. And the reason I say we are on target, because we already have 60 previous customers in the offline model. I just have to pitch my product and get them on board.
But it's sort of an enterprise sale to an educational institution.
Sorry?
It's kind of it's a direct sale, an enterprise
it's a direct sale. It's directly proportional to the sales force I have.
What's that educational institution worth to you on an annual basis?
Yes, it's an annual license model.
What is it worth? What is the educational institution worth to you?
The institution is worth roughly $30,000 because we sell on an average 4 courses to them. Right now we have started with 1. 3 are under pipeline, which we'll be launching next month. And technical courses we'll be launching at the beginning of 2015. So
great, that was more information than I needed, but $30,000.
$30,000 is one institution per year.
Okay.
That's right.
How long, what does it cost you to acquire that customer, and how long do they stay?
The biggest cost is the cost of acquisition. It's one-time cost because if I'm able to deliver quality, that's just once I have to incur, and the customer is on board for many years. It's 30% of the money I make.
So 10,000.
Around $10,000 per institution.
Yes. That was about 20 seconds of unnecessary comment to get to 10,000.
So direct sales model. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's actually not bad. It costs you $10,000 to get a customer, and they're worth $30,000 a year. How long do you keep them? Do you have any idea? 1 year, 2 year, more?
That's a good question. Actually, this industry is so competitive. It's difficult to retain clients more than 2 years. But so far in the offline model, all our clients have stayed with us.
Okay. And what's your competitive advantage against other people who are also trying to get that customer?
Right now, the competitive advantage is that we are the first mover, and we have the largest database of companies. More than 150 companies globally.
Okay. Got it. So my feedback would be, I think you have a business. You haven't convinced me necessarily that you're differentiated from the competitors. That would be the place where I would spend time in improving the pitch.
Okay.
Got it. But yeah, I understand there's business there.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Can I make a general observation as well while we're changing?
Sure.
All the questions have kind of been, what is the lifetime value of a customer, and what's your customer acquisition cost?
Yep.
So wouldn't it be great if we had this in all the presentations? Show me your, by the way.
Yeah, as a general piece of feedback, like the style that I would love to see is a first slide that like, here's the current state of the business in terms of revenue, profit, unit economics, growth, i.e. why I'm able to sell to customers. Then, if you want to sort of give me color on the business, that's interesting. But to be extremely specific, when you tell me a story, what that usually tells me is you don't have traction. When you tell me metrics, hopefully they are actually real evidence of traction. So when you think you're telling me an interesting story, you're actually telling me, hey, I don't have any traction. So you might want to think about how that reads when you're listening to people.
Okay, this is picture number 10, connected to me.
Hello.
You know how to use the clicker?
Yes.
Green, yeah. Clock.
Okay.
Jury.
Okay.
But don't worry. Just because the comments have been a little hard, you're going to do great. Let's do this.
Thank you.
All right?
So this time we're going to do it the other way around. Clap, ready, clap, set, clap, go.
Before you do that, let me just say one quick thing, okay? Look, in the real world, this is great. This is good feedback that the entrepreneurs are getting. In the real world, you're gonna meet, assholes like Dave all day long. It's okay. He's a great guy.
No, actually what's going to happen is you're going to meet people who don't voice these objections. You're going to meet people who sit there and nod their head and don't give you any fucking feedback at all. Meanwhile, they're thinking you're an idiot and they're not telling you why.
Or that.
And so you may think I'm an asshole up here, but if you actually listen, you might actually improve the pitch. And so I'm not trying to be an asshole for no reason, and I appreciate the fact that all of you are getting up here and getting creamed by us in front of hundreds of people. You are brave individuals, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are plenty of online examples of pitch decks, and I would just encourage you to look at some of them and try and figure it out. Anyway, go right ahead.
Needless to say, I agree with both comments. This is actually great education for you guys. Don't take it personally. Don't be offended. Just listen to it and get what you can. Simple questions, simple answer, please. No stories. Okay.
Of course.
No. I clap, you go ready.
And actually, audience, you suck at clapping worse than these guys suck at pitching.
Ready, set, go!
Hello, I'm Ozan Yerli. We are connected to me. Basically, we built WhatsApp with web interface and anonymity. So the problem is when you use WhatsApp or any other mobile chat application, you can only communicate with other mobile users, but you cannot chat with anyone who is using a desktop computer or any other device. Also, for example, for WhatsApp, you need to share your phone number just to be able to chat with someone. Or in the example of Facebook, you need to add them on Facebook. But there should be a way to communicate with people without giving up your privacy. So in Connected to Me, when you install our application, you are given a link, Connected to Me/username. You share this link with your friends. If they come to your link from a mobile device, they are redirected to our mobile application and they start the chat from them. If they are using a desktop computer or any other browser, they directly start chatting with you from the browser. Also, they don't even need to register our system. When they come to your link, they are given anonymous nicknames and they start to chat with you immediately. So people like this idea very much. Right now we have 2.6 million registered users all over the world.
Wow.
Every day we get 200,000 daily visitors, and every month we acquire 100,000 new users. 50% of our users from Turkey, and also we have users from Europe, South America, and United States. Handling this amount of traffic requires technical expertise. So I'm a Python developer, and my PhD is on computational physics. Our CTO Göksu was working as the database administrator in one of the largest banks of Turkey. He is also an experienced Erlang developer, which is an industry standard for communication applications. We generate revenue using the freemium model. We sell extra features to our users. 60% of our revenues comes from extra features and 30% come from web advertisement. And here's a graph of our profits in the previous months. So please don't share it on Twitter. Thank you.
Sorry, revenue or profit?
Profit.
So you're making more than that in revenue?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, we don't have many servers. We scale.
You don't have any expenses, so it's the same thing. Is that what you're telling me? That's great. So obviously, you've got a business somewhere that's working. That's cool. Yeah, we're investors in a company called Mighty Text that does something slightly similar, at least in areas. That's interesting. Do you think that eventually messaging products will figure out that, hey, there's still lots of PC-based users and we should have an interface for that? Or you think you have a long-term play to sort of fill that gap?
I don't think WhatsApp will enter the PC business because they are working using the phone numbers. So it will be very hard for them to change, including PCs.
So Telegram is a good example of a company that does phone numbers on mobile and desktop app. I have to say, I really like your pitch. I think it was, you're a pretty solid guy. It's good. I'm not sure I like the name, though. I mean, connected to me just seems kind of like have you thought about that at all, or your branding or anything like that? I mean, it seems like you got a really functional product here. It's like just go get her done, but there's not a lot of design thinking behind it. Now that you're making all this profit, my ask to you is you hire a designer to do it like just awesome.
Yes,
right?
but you asked the name connected to me can be changed.
Sorry?
Do you think we should change the name connected to me?
I just think you should come up with a beautiful
but
identity
people like
for
the
it.
idea, so we are giving them a link which gives their friends to be able to chat with them.
No, look, here's what I'm saying. You have a revenue machine here, and profits are going up like we're laughing at the hockey stick here because it's usually what people say they're going to make, and you're saying no, this is what I'm making.
Yes.
That's a good problem to have. So what I'm saying, so the two questions I have is, what is your ask? Why are you here? And then the second thing I'm saying to you is, my ask to you is, go hire like a really great user experience designer to rethink about your whole identity, because I don't think your identity is very good, but your business looks really good, right?
Maybe, but I mean, it depends on his customer acquisition method. I was going to ask, how do you get users?
Well, first let him answer.
No, but he doesn't need a great branded name and design if the customer acquisition is viral.
Design, but first the first answer.
So,
right?
Okay,
start answering.
At first, I was alone doing this project, so our CTO joined us 3 months ago, so I already started growing the team up.
So I think he was asking, are you raising money or not?
Yeah. Why are you
We
here?
are raising money because we want to spread it into many more countries and scale it on the world. We have users
raising?
in the United States, but it's less.
How much are you raising?
$2 million.
Can I ask one product-related question?
Yes.
I don't follow the anonymous part of it. How or why? Because in WhatsApp it's not anonymous, Snapchat's not anonymous.
So when you have an accounting connected to me, you share it with your friends. When your friends come to your profile, they are given anonymous nicknames. So you don't know who come to you if they don't tell you.
If you want to,
so you can get feedback from your friends.
You haven't given them your phone number.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you don't know.
So
who,
it's not anonymous. It's just not tied to my telephone number.
No. Also, the people who come to your profile doesn't have a nickname, so you don't know who come to you.
So just a quick questions. Is the increase in revenue because of users or because you?
Most the users. Also, we recently gone into the mobile. Before that, it was only web application. So we completed iOS and Android app recently. So
could you go back to the sources of revenue again one more time?
Yes.
So photo upload feature, you're charging for some upload feature?
Yes, we charge them to upload extra features, pictures for their profiles.
Okay, if you had to guess, you have 3 sources that are 30%. 6 to 12 months from now, which of those is going to be driving most of your revenue, or are they still going to be equal?
Well, most of the growing is the shuffle promote feature. Let me explain it. So users may promote their profiles on our web page to meet with new people. So they can pay $2 for 30 minutes. They are shown on our main page, so they are paying it to.
Okay. And do you think the use cases are social or dating related or not?
Most of it right now is dating, and it's used for young people.
Got it. Okay. If we had more time, I would ask you more about where you think that's headed, but that's already interesting. Thanks.
Cool. Very cool. Thanks.
Folks, again, the ask was not part of the pitch.
Yep.
Tell them what you're asking for. How much money do you want? Tarifa is the next pitch. Tarifa is coming to us from
Egypt.
Egypt. That's the clock. You need to watch it. That's the jury. That's the audience.
Great.
Claps again.
Hello everyone, my name is Ismail. I'm here today to present Tarifa. 50 years ago, if you would go shopping, most probably they will just recognize you by name and maybe even remember what kind of steak you ordered last time. But this is not the case in the right time now because of the large customer base as well as the fast pace of life. That's why merchants start to come with the concept of a loyalty card, trying to reward customers for their repetitive visits. But on the other hand, customers start to know that it's too much problem for them to having too many cards inside their pockets. And even if the business have some information about their profile, they will not be able to send them notifications in the right time or in the right place. And this is why we invented Tarifa. It's a gamified digital loyalty platform that will allow customers to enjoy a social interactive platform for sharing and trading rewards, as well as collecting points, of course. We also take it one step ahead to take it personalized. We know where is the best time and the best place to push you notification according to our recommendation engine. On the other side, we provide businesses with a customer behavior analytics dashboard to know more about their customers' demographics as well as the buying habits for different kinds of them. And after knowing this information, they will use the promotion management module trying to make a customized promotion for a customized segment of users. And of course, interact with their customers via the instant feedback messaging module. We believe that combining digital loyalty as well as the indoor navigation will yield to a perfect retail analytics as a service, cloud-based platform in the region. So we started in Dubai 9 months back. Our country is based in Dubai, and we have another technical office in Egypt. And we're planning to expand to 7 different countries, and our financials is showing $32 million of accumulated revenue by the end of third year. And the business model revenue for us is mainly monthly subscription for different clients, and the application is free for customers. Our team is composed of 3 founders. We have 25 collective years of experiences. We are pre-revenue now. We will officially go and launch after 2 weeks from now. And we were lucky enough to have 10 signed up clients, even if we are pre-revenue. And we are raising here $300,000. $200,000 of them is already committed to date. Thank you so much.
Just one quick question. Did you say 32 million in revenue projected for your third year?
Accumulated at the end of third year.
Okay. So you haven't launched yet, but you got 8 clients in pipeline, is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. What do those clients pay you?
We give them a first month subscription fee,
okay.
And after that, they should be paying according to the contract here.
Okay, sorry, I'm not quite sure I understand.
So it's a 3-month contract. The first month is free, but the second and third month is paying.
Okay, and what's the monthly fee, assuming they stay signed up?
It's between $0.5 up to $1.5 according to different pricing schemes. We have basic, advanced, and premium according to the level of analytics and number of notifications they are providing to their customers.
And if you had to guess, what would be the monthly revenue for one of those customers if they had average use of your service?
Between $300 up to maybe $500.
Okay. Okay, so a couple $100 a month per client.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because we're charging per active user per month. With no initial fee. Active user means the user who made a single a transaction in this month.
And have you done any customer development around that pricing to think that that's rational?
Yeah, we've graduated already one of the top accelerators in Dubai 9 months back, so we go through all of this.
What does a client look like? Is a client a franchise or an individual location?
It's combined. We have our biggest client has 9 locations, and one of the clients have 2 locations only. It's between restaurants, coffee shops, fitness centers, beauty salons.
But you're telling me a customer is worth several $1,000s a year for paying for a SaaS-based loyalty product? Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. How do you get those customers?
How do you get it?
Yeah.
Mainly we're approaching two types of sales. We have our normal sales team approaching the small and medium businesses, and we're building our advisory board with connected people to give us access to the large chain numbers so that we can close a deal with the big names. Especially in Dubai and Egypt, it's work like more family business.
So quick one. So then what do you know what the ROI is going to be for your customer? What kind of sales uplift are they going to be seeing, or?
Yeah, of course. We provide the customers with ROI analysis as part of our dashboard.
Oh, but when you're sitting down with them, getting them to sign on the dotted line, I mean, are you offering them 2x sales, 3x, 10x, 1.5x? What kind of payback can they expect?
Yeah, it's according to different customers, of course. But we like sit our sales team or sit with them and just analyze the number of revenues that they are providing right now, and we have like an algorithmic ROI scheme because we have as part of our advisory board one of the executives in one of the large rewards program in the whole world. So he like give us the whole formula and methodology for how to calculate exactly the ROI scheme for different customers in different businesses. And this is actually the way that we were able to convince customers, even that we are pre-revenue, to have 8 customers signed up with us.
So I think a standard objection for most investors for a loyalty business that's going after small, medium merchants is going to be the cost of customer acquisition and how do you scale. So, definitely there's a business in loyalty cards. It's probably a very competitive business. There's a lot of people going after local merchants. They tend to be expensive and painful to onboard. So most of the conversation you should probably just immediately jump to, here's how we scale the SMB merchant, here's why it's easy for us, or here's why we're better at it than other people. And just the feedback on his comment on the 32 million, it's not really credible when you're pitching a number 3 years out, like, you're pulling a number out of your ass and just saying, hey, we're going to be worth a lot of money in 3 years. And I'm like, okay, great, maybe, but I don't give a fuck. Like, that's just like, nice. So I think when you're, right now, the hard metrics that you have are, I've got 8 customers prior to launch.
Great.
And I would probably emphasize, how did I get those customers and how I'm going to scale that process in the future. And that's probably where we would pay more attention, is understanding what your sales and customer acquisition process is.
Okay, just to add one more thing on this, it's not just a digital loyalty program. We're using digital loyalty as a way to provide retail analytics as a service. So our main goal is to provide, like, if there is a big customer in here who don't want to spend too much money to build all his application from scratch, so we're providing him the retail analytics as a service.
So what I hear you saying is we're really valuable and that we have pricing control because of that, except that's a proof point that you're going to have to tell me after you actually start charging for the customer. So it's tough to be credible about that point right now, but after you have some data, then maybe I'd believe that.
Sure. Thank you.
Next pitch is PAO.
PAO.
PAO. Where are you from, PAO?
Turkey.
Turkey. Wonderful. That's the watch, the clock. That's the jury. That's the audience. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to give you claps. 1 clap, 2 claps, 3 claps. Go.
Hi, my name is Arit Soysal, and today I'm going to tell you a bit about PAO, the versatile posture tracking wearable. You know the story about evolution and also devolution. With long office hours and heavy usage of smartphones, laptops, and tablets, we're all slouchers here. And we also lack the body mass to support our skeletal system. Can it be a solution? I don't think so. What about a wearable device that can solve all these problems? I think that's a good idea, but not that fast. In order to solve it, we also need to solve the honeymoon phase dissolution problem. That is how all these shiny new electronic devices become dull and uninteresting after just a couple of months later and find themselves at the back of the drawer. We need to keep our users interested in us. That's why PAO is the versatile posture tracking wearable. A little bit about the statistics. It is a sensor-based device. It is this big, just tiny. And it has 9 days of battery life. It really must be important for you. It connects to the smartphone through BLE. That's why you can track some of the important metrics about your life. But the most important thing about PAO, it has an open SDK. That's why third-party developers can also create new apps for PAO and also make money from it. We're planning some apps for Pilates, for yoga, and also the most interesting app we're thinking right now is helping you to learn how to play drums. These are the topics we don't have the time to talk on the presentation. I want to talk a little bit about the future. We're going to be in Intel Global Challenge in November, but more importantly, in October, we're going to be launching our Kickstarter campaign, and we're hoping all of you will be there to help us. Don't forget, posture and fitness problems are a permanent part of your modern life, and PAO is the only versatile posture tracking wearable, and we think it is the future. Thank you.
How exactly does that track your posture if it's in your pocket?
It's using a gyro and an accelerometer.
But how can it tell what position your back is in?
It's on your torso, and it understands how your body is inclined according to the Earth core.
So you need to wear it on your torso?
Yeah, on the
Not
torso or on your upper back.
Okay, because it was in your pocket.
Yeah, this was in my pocket because I learned.
Just checking.
Yeah, I didn't want to hold it in my hand all the time. I just wanted to show it.
And this is in development or in production?
Yeah, it is in development. Okay. We've got the 4th generation prototype right now. Here is the board.
Okay.
And we're not in mass production yet.
Okay. And how do you sell this device? It's direct to consumer or through distributors or partners?
In the beginning, I think direct-to-consumer will be better for us because the Kickstarter campaign is going to be a kind of a marketing campaign for the early adopters. Okay. And I think they will prefer to buy it through Kickstarter or through our site. But if we manage to develop the operation, some online retailers and some brick-and-mortar retailers will be in the picture, I hope.
Okay. You know, tough to really provide a lot of feedback on this. Sounds like it might be an interesting market, but hard to really understand how to go after that. It feels like there's a lot of products out there that are doing, sort of wearable fitness and quantitative metrics. So,
yeah,
and
it's our topic right there.
Your guess is that you have a piece of that market to go after where people care about posture?
Most of the wearable devices are not about posture. Some of them are about really hardcore sports, and they are really good products. And most of them are about tracking your daily activity. On the posture tracking side, there are 2 companies right now. One of them is us, and one of them pitched their product, talked about their product in January, and I think they didn't provide the product to the consumers yet.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to educate me about your competition necessarily, but okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I think sort of where Dave was leading was basically, do you know that customers actually care about their posture so much that they're going to buy another wearable and put it on their chest? Well, one of the challenges that the whole wearable space is having is people buy the device and they end up in hibernation in their drawer somewhere. Yeah. So those who buy fuel bands and whatever, they end up just not using them anymore. And now that more and more smartphones are coming out with hardware built in to track a whole bunch of fitness activity, it seems like a tough space to get into. So good luck. Thank you.
I really don't think that people will buy another product for just posture. I really don't think that. That's why a posture tracking device has to do lots of other things. That's why our device is versatile, and it has an open SDK, and you can write new apps for it. Yeah. We got to keep it interesting.
Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
By the way, I would buy a posture correcting device. I have back problems, and my doctor told me it's my posture.
Customer number 1.
Kodli?
Yes.
Where are you from, Mohammed?
Egypt.
Another Egyptian.
Yeah.
That's the clock.
Okay.
That's the jury. And the audience is going to give you 1, 2, 3 claps. Is that good enough?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Go.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Shaban. I am CEO of Codely. Over the last 5 years, myself and my team have been creating mobile apps for different platforms. And every single time, we faced problems and issues in the normal process of creating a mobile app. And this is not just us, but everyone creating a mobile app. The normal process starts by creating your design for your idea, then converting your design into a native prototype to be able to preview your design on a mobile device. Then, by working on your native prototype, you get your final and working application. But converting your design into a prototype is not as simple as it looks. It requires more steps, and it requires designers and developers to work together, and a lot of rework occurs due to miscommunications and errors in feedback between both of them. That's why we created Codely. Codely converts your design into a working, native, interactive prototype in just one single and easy step. With Codely, you will be able to save hundreds of hours, which is translated to thousands of dollars. We save you more than 35% of your time and money. And this goes up to 80% depending on the nature of your mobile application. This is a quick demo. After registering in our website, start adding a screen for your mobile app. Then move to Photoshop and start designing your screens with the help of our Photoshop plugin. And with just one click, we will convert your design into a working interactive mobile prototype. Not only that, you will be able to download the source code for your mobile application and handle it to your developer to continue working on it. We have released our first beta version back in April 14, and today we have more than 640 registered users, and we have a great positive feedback from our clients. We have a lot of competition in the field of prototyping, but not one of them is covering the whole process of creating a mobile app. Our business model is based on monthly subscription, and also we are creating a marketplace where designers will be able to sell and buy their screen designs for mobile applications. We are raising a fund, and this is a great team behind Codely. We have a great experience in mobile development, and we created Codely for us as developers and for everyone else creating a mobile app. Thank you.
Perfect.
That was great. That was possibly the best pitch so far.
Thank you.
Where's revenue at? You have some revenue, right?
No, not right now. No.
Not yet. Sorry, you said you were charging, or you're not charging yet? Or you're doing this for free, or what?
We are going to charge after the release of the first version, which is within 2 weeks from now.
Okay, so you're not quite shipping yet, or?
It is shipped as a beta version, but free for usage.
I see. Okay, so you have several hundred users right now on a beta version that you're not charging for.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And you'll start charging after you raise money, right? Is that what you said?
No.
Oh. You'll start charging next month before you raise money.
We are going to recharge after releasing the first version within 2 weeks from now.
Got it. Okay. Oh, that would be good.
And what's the milestone to get to that first version? What's kind of the...
We already in development. It is already in development. We will support Android source code generation, and that's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. That's good. Next to last pitch is Funny Mate. Picture comes from Turkey. Yes?
Yes.
The clock. The judges. The audience. What do you want?
A lot of claps.
A lot of claps?
Yes.
A lot of claps you want. Ready, set, go.
Okay, thank you. I'm Kemal, and I'll be talking about Funimate. So Funimate is a different kind of mobile video editor app with a vibrant community. It is optimized for this emerging short video loop formats. You know, these animated GIFs or Vine video loops. So Funimate is the best app to create this kind of media. So it was launched on April this year, and at our launch, it was featured as a best new app by Apple, and it was featured in the sharing selfies category as the #1 app in more than 100 countries. So we could say we were the #1 selfie app in the world in App Store. We so far have 110,000 downloads, and almost all are from US. And one thing we're very proud of is our users love Funimate. So the average rating we have is 4.7 with, I think, 1,500 ratings or so far. And when you read the reviews, they are phenomenal. And I'll show you how our product looks like. We are on a crowded market, but it's not mature at all. The way we are attacking is we are trying to be different. We are attacking this creative young audience, and especially after the schools were open in US, Funimate is becoming quite big. Every month we have 80,000 videos captured with Funimate, and for the past few weeks we are having 15% week-on-week growth in US and Canada. So with the passionate users we have and with this traction we got, we are working very hard to make the same impact in creative visual storytelling than with these guys. So our team are 2 technical founders who used to work at Nokia Research Center with PhDs. We are behind many innovations currently used by millions of people. For example, I was leading the research of the Cinemagraph app that comes preloaded with all the Windows phones. And that's about it. Thank you very much.
How many daily active users do you have?
It's around, I think it's around 2,000.
2,000 daily actives.
Yeah.
And how many of those come back every single day?
Okay, I don't know that exact number.
I mean,
but
what does your retention look like?
When you have retention, people mean different things with retention. What we are tracking is after a single month, how many are still coming.
But
So
not
it's,
monthly actives though. How many times do they come back during the course of the month?
Okay, that exact number I don't know on top of my head.
This is a hyper important stat that you need.
Well, the one thing we're tracking is there's this Distimo number for photo and video category, which is like after a month, there's 20% is still coming back. In our case, it's like 25%.
Okay. I mean, we've made several photo and video investments.
Yes.
And you need to look at frequency and repeat usage.
Yes.
This is.
So our retention, one thing is it's quite increasing. So when we first launched, we didn't have some of the features we had. So we were tracking how people are using, and they're actively telling us what they need, and it's improving every day.
Sorry, just there's no charge for this, or there is a charge for this?
It's a free app, and the demo I showed you, we just submitted to Apple App Store. So that's the 2.0 version, which we will be selling some creative effect packs as in-app purchase. And we are trying to have active users as much as possible, so to have some engagement marketing with some brands, but that will come later.
And sorry, the 15% week-over-week growth, that's on downloads?
That's on new users, yeah, downloads.
That's on what?
New users, so downloads.
Downloads, okay.
Yeah.
And I guess how many weeks are you gathering that stat across that you're making that?
Yeah, summer was quite flat, and it was after the schools were open. And the reason is some of the stuff we have none of the editor apps out there have it. I mean, we have some really innovative, cool stuff that the kids like. So they just show it to your friends. Word of mouth marketing is cool. You need to have it.
Okay.
So it started to increase after the schools were open.
Anyway, I mean, that's a great stat that'll catch my attention. However, usually I'll dig in pretty hard on that. So if you're quoting me 15% week-over-week growth, I kind of want to see the last 6 to 8 weeks and see that you're not giving me a bullshit number that just kind of popped up over the last week or two. So
Yeah, but
if that's sustained and for real, great. But expect when you give a real investor that number that they're going to crawl up your ass to make sure those stats.
I would love to have a chat with you.
Okay.
It's the retention that they're going to crawl you over, not the growth. Because if they come once, they download the app, they make a video, and you never see them again.
Yeah. One thing I want to say is, I mean, the stuff we are doing, it's quite different than others. I mean, we are taking a 1.5 seconds of video and we are looping it, and we are having some really interesting effects for that format.
I mean,
so,
again, that's a nice pitch, but the video loop that you had was interesting, but it was the same frame shot in about like 4 different ways. So actually, that wasn't proof of you being amazing.
Yeah. Where are you based?
Istanbul.
Where?
Istanbul.
Istanbul. Oh, cool. Okay.
I used to live in Finland for 10 years. Then we quit our jobs
Anyway,
to make this a reality.
it's an interesting story and probably worth taking a little bit deeper look at. But I kind of agree. The retention metrics and other things are going to be whether that really drives huge growth or not.
Yeah. Do you have an Android version coming?
We are now testing different things in iOS.
Okay.
In the coming months, we are planning, but not in the pipeline yet.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Great. Awesome.
And our final pitch is Zareen Paul. I'll tell you what happens after this. After the final pitch, our judges will go into the judging room in the back of the stage, and we're going to invite IBM Smart Comp competition winners for the ceremony. And then after our judges have decided, they will come back and we will give the rewards in this pitching contest. So you come to the competition from?
Iran.
Iran, another fellow from Iran. How are you feeling? Are you nervous?
A little.
A little bit nervous, okay. Can we do anything about you being nervous?
I don't know.
Watch the clock, look at the judges, and 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Mustafa from Zareen Paul. We are the first Iranian e-wallet system. In Iran, we do not have any master or Visa network connectivity. We have our own network which named Shetab or Shaparak. So based on these facts, we developed our solution 3 years ago on top of Shetab network. And here is our solution. Right now, we provide one-step payment based on QR codes, and we have our own fraud detection, and we provide mobile payment solutions, and we are going to launch our loyalty program in the next coming month. So what we have right now, we already have 150,000 registered users, and we have 15,000 active merchants. Here is some of them. You can see our merchant growth, our transaction growth. In this year, we already processed around 4 million of transactions in dollars. So why are we here? We are here to solve another problem. There are around 5 million Iranians live abroad based on official records. And in the last 3 years, 200 companies migrated outside of Iran because of solving payment problems. Wow. So we are looking for one payment system provider which let us to process Visa and MasterCards. Here's me and my brother Ali, knowing English, Arabic, and Persian, ready to answer your questions.
I'm not sure I caught all of that, but certainly sounds like some interesting numbers. So 15,000 merchants, and you've processed 4 million transactions this year already?
In dollar. In this year.
In this
year.
What's an average size of those transactions?
In dollar, it's around $3 or $4.
Okay. And what's your percentage fee on those?
We take a percentage between 2.5 and to 1%. 2.5 to 1%.
1 to 2%. Okay, 1 to 2%.
Yeah,
Right.
1 to.
Okay, so basically around probably 5 cents to 8 cents, something like that?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe or 5 to 12 cents, I guess. Okay. So that's several $100,000 this year, right?
Sorry?
Several $100,000 is your take on those $4 million transactions, right? You're making maybe a nickel or a dime per transaction on 4 million transactions. Okay. That's real money. Are you here to raise capital or?
No, we are not looking for a raise right now. Maybe we'll look on the
music to a venture capitalist years. I'm not raising money and I have traction.
What are you here for? Why are you here?
He wants to say nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
As I said, we are here to solve the problem of processing Visa and MasterCard.
Sorry,
there are
why
many
are you here in this stage right now? What are you looking for?
We are looking to find a partner which can solve the problem of processing Visa and MasterCard. Maybe we are looking for the partnership.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Don't have a lot of other feedback. That's awesome. Congrats.
Nice work.
Thank you.
And sorry, just one question. Where are you based again? Are you in Iran? Is that what you said, or where are you based?
We are in Iran.
Oh,
Tehran?
Yeah, Tehran.
Sorry, is there a reason based on sanctions that you're having a problem with finding that partner or not?
Yeah.
Yes, right. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, so I don't know if you're going to be able to find a partner unless the law changes.
In India, by the way, this means yes as well. So.
Right.
So we're going to assume that means yes.
We've worked there too.
Thank you.
Great. Cool, man.
Thank you.
Congrats.
You guys can stay here if you like.
Yeah.
Can
we turn up the mics?
Jürinin mikrofonlarını kapatabilir miyiz? Okay, your mics are off now. So. Now I would like to invite Umut Ergül from IBM to give out the IBM Smart Comp Awards.
Hi. Hi, my name is Umut. I'm an IBMer. Today we finished our Smart Camp for the fourth time, and we have 6 finalists attended this Smart Camp. As we have limited time, please let me show who they are. Yeah, Blims from Izmir, Borda from Istanbul, Intest from Ankara, iTech from Istanbul again. Those were our local finalists, and we have 2 more. User Talk from Egypt and My BLE from Morocco. We have 2 categories, general category and healthcare category. And also we have People Voice Award. And first, I would like to announce People's Choice Award. It goes to Blims. And I'm inviting Deborah to give the prize.
Deborah.
Yeah. Blims is coming.
Williams is coming.
Yeah.
And so Williams is a very cool e-learning system. Hey, you did so great. This man also gets the award for most improved pitch overnight. He has real case studies and allows medical professionals to do much better collaborative training. Thank you so much. We voted online. People all over the internet voted, and this is for you. Thank you.
In healthcare category, oh, sorry. Yeah. In healthcare category, Borda is the winner, and We are inviting them to the stage.
Bora has an asset tracking system that's being used in hospitals in Turkey already, and you can think of everything in the Internet of Things as an asset, including the people who are the patients. So well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deborah. And the
Whoa,
final.
whoa, 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 whoa. That was a great move. Can you show that us again?
And final awards, Best Entrepreneur of the Year goes to my VLE. They are not here.
Okay, the guy is on the phone, by the way. This is my Viali. It's from Morocco. A virtual e-learning environment for the high schools. Congratulations and big applause. He's hearing. Abdul Kemal, you hearing? Yes, yes. Woo! By the way, let me get it. Okay, I'm getting this award for the Moroccan guy.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
All right, this is the way. Cool, thanks.
I want to invite the rest of our finalists on the stage to thank them. They were very good also. I take it tests.
Arkaya şey slide koyabilir miyiz? IBM Smart Camp ilk giriş slide'ını. Güzel. And now the envelope for Startup Istanbul Awards. We have 3 awards and an honorable mention. I will start with the honorable mention, and then I will invite the jury members one at a time to give the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place awards. Maybe the jury members should be on the stage all the time for pictures. Guys. I'm sure the winners will be happy to have pictures taken with you. So, all right, the honorable mention goes to, drum roll, Thank you. Zareen Pal. Where's Zareen Pal? Okay. Well, if you can find him, bring him for a photo op. Yeah, just go ahead and find him. We'll have a picture taken. Then we will move on to the third place winner. And I would like Jason to present the third place award. That's not how you're doing it?
I'll do the third one, and then we'll kind of go from the third, second place. Okay.
So the third place goes?
Yeah, so the third place winner today was Silk Road. Where are they? And just to be clear, Dave had absolutely nothing to do with that one, so that was cool that he didn't. It was our choice. We reclused him from that vote. So good work. This is for you. I don't know what it is, but should I open it for him?
From the right hand.
Thank you.
Here's the thing.
And the second place award will be announced by
Jason. Yeah. So second place goes to our pin company, Licks. Be in the room. Congrats. Congrats. Hey, look at that. There's the box. I'll give it to the winners for sure. You guys want to hold that? Congrats, guys.
And to announce the first place.
And it was.
Oh, we have the honorable mention winner here with us.
Hey!
Congratulations. Picture off.
You didn't win anything, but you got a picture with them.
You get a picture taken.
Thumbs up.
Good work. Good luck. It's a good record.
Okay, and our first place winner was Connected to Me.
About as much emotion as you'll see come out of the Connected to Me crew. You can almost taste the excitement. It's so palpable. Look at them.
Okay, we've come to an end of a beautiful day. I'd like to thank all the competitors. And I would like to give a big hand to our judges who've taught us a lot today. Woo!